Hey everybody, it's Angela, and I just have a couple layouts to share today. And this first layout I did while I was out of town, so I don't know all the suppliers and manufacturers for the product. So I'll just go through it. This is a layout that I did of some rainbow photos that I took, and I saw this while my husband and I were driving up I-5, which is a major freeway here in Oregon, and it was just gorgeous. The lighting, the sky was just some weird colors, and there was like this almost a double rainbow at some point, and it was a full rainbow. I mean, you could see the whole bow. And since I was taking this from a moving car, I couldn't fit the whole rainbow in my viewfinder, so what I did was I took like 3 pictures of the rainbow across, and when I got home I did a photo merge in Adobe Photoshop and merged the photos together, so I have this photo of the full rainbow. And a lot of what I used on here, and you can kind of see this little strip here, is I believe from the Take Note collection, if I'm not mistaken. And this is actually, you know, the sheet that's on the front of the collection that kind of introduces the whole collection. This is just a strip off the top of that sheet, so it's not even really a piece of the actual paper from the collection. But then I layered some of those same papers here with this little catalog sticker from that same collection, along with this photo, and again another strip from that introduction sheet, and here as well. And I know that this yellow paper here is from the Recollections Mosaic Memories paper pad, because I use that one a lot. And this striped piece here with the scallop edge is actually the manufacturer's strip from this background piece of paper. So I already glued it down, so I don't know who the manufacturer is, but essentially this paper, which is really cool, had kind of this sky effect on it with these clouds in the background. Then it also had these splatters already on it, along with this pencil writing and this kind of document strip along the bottom, which I kind of took advantage of to do my journaling. And so I don't know who the manufacturer of this piece of paper is. I'll show you the back of it is this, so some of you might recognize who that is. But anyhow, I just had fun documenting this beautiful rainbow, and then I don't know who these alpha stickers are, but they're just kind of a black glittery sticker set that I used to spell out sunshine and rainbow. And so that was this layout. And the second layout, I don't know if I did a layout earlier about a side of beef that I had ordered, and the steer was recently slaughtered, so he's at the butcher's now, and so I hope I don't offend anyone, but if you're a vegetarian, please don't watch any further. But I do eat meat, so anyhow, this has kind of been my first experience with ordering a side of beef and going through this whole process from the start. So it's been a learning process for me. And so anyhow, after he was brought into the butcher, his hanging weight was 816 pounds. So he was a big boy. And we're splitting it. We're only getting one side, so I'm only going to get half of that, thank goodness, with a friend of ours. And so I went to the butcher to talk to her about how I wanted everything cut up. And so I had done some research ahead of time, and this printout in the background is just from something I had printed out from the internet, and it went through all the different cuts and where they're located and what you use them for and how to prepare them. And so I did a little research because, like I said, I'm kind of going through this whole process for the first time. And so luckily they were really nice, and they're going to cut up all the steaks and roasts for me. They're going to give me a little bit of hamburger because I don't really use all that much hamburger when I cook. And then they're going to make a lot of stew meat for me because I'll wind up canning that so I can save a little bit of freezer space. And a lot of what I use, let's see, the background paper is this ledger paper, and it is from, it's a jelly bean soup country pumpkin chowder paper. and toasted pumpkin seeds, and that's, I think, because of this side. And this was a little bit too busy. It's not really my style, so I used this side of the paper. The cute little lime green star paper in the background that I matted the photo on is this one, the October afternoon balloons and darts. And what's cool is I have some of it left over so that I can fussy cut out some of these arrows on the other side, because I really like these arrows, but I really like the stars too. So I just used it to mat instead of using the whole sheet. That way I can, you know, still get to use some of these fun arrows on the other side. And then this kind of zigzag pattern in the back is, let's see, it is from the Sweetest Thing. It's in My Mind's Eye paper, and then some of the other stuff was this crepe paper. What was this? Acorn Avenue, and it had all these tags and stuff. So, like this tag here, this tag here. I cut those all out of the crepe paper piece, and so I'll just finish cutting the rest of these up and stick it in my little divided tray where I keep all my Project Life stuff. And since it had this little zigzag pattern, I went ahead and echoed that in some of this gray washi tape that I've got here, and I've got a little piece of it over here, and then some in this cluster as well. And I echoed that again by picking this zigzag pattern on this tag, and then I've got a little diagonal stripe on this tag. So that's those items. This cute little scale here I got from this sheet of punch-out die cuts, and there's no markings on this. It's just all blank on the other side. So I got this at my local scrapbook store a while ago, and I hadn't broken into it yet, and so thought I'd get in there and start using it. And so I don't know exactly who the manufacturer is on that. A couple of these little tags, like this date tag here, and this little recorded tag that I put up on a pop dot, and this little photos taken here tag, were from both this Midway Doodads pack and this shopevilicious.com pack that is exclusive to the Cocoa Daisy kit from last month, I believe, and it has some really cute little tabs in there with little cameras and stuff. These are really cute. And let's see, the alphas that I used, the 816 pounds, are the thickers. They're the paperback pattern fabric letter stickers, and so I really like the feel of them. And so they just kind of, you know, really stood out well on this, so I used that. And then for hanging weight, I used these gray Jelly Bean Soup alphas. So that's pretty much it for that. Oh, and I used a little bit of baker's twine that I got in my Cocoa Daisy kit as well. They just had given us some green and some yellow baker's twine in the last kit. I've got, let's see, I've got quite a bit of stuff from the last two kits that I'm trying to go through. I'm trying to make more layouts and get those used up, because I've got November and December's kit there. And I've seen them putting things online about January's kit, and so I'm like, I gotta get busy here. So I'll probably have a few more layout shares to do here in the next couple days, and so if you have any questions, just leave me a comment below, and thanks for watching.